So today I thought we'd do something a little bit different. I'm gonna be going to California for Christmas, and since I won't be able to make videos there, I'm looking to vlog. So today we're trying something new, and we're gonna do a vlog. So today we're at the Mercado big flea market, the Valley's Marketplace. Basically, we're at the flea market. Now, the flea market in South Texas is amazing, mostly because it's full of illegal shit. Well, if you were to go to a bigger flea market, this one is more like just people selling their junk. Now, as you can see, I am very excited to get started and not hot at all, and not regretting wearing that sweater. But anyways, what I like to do at the flea market is I like to look for toys, and I usually look for toys to resell on Mercari, because a lot of times people at the flea market don't know what they have. They don't know how valuable it is, so I just look through stuff, through random stuff. People have a lot of antiques at the flea market that they sell, some nice, some not so nice. You find some fake medicines, fake weight loss garbage. You just find a lot of different stuff, toilet paper. Now, this is an interesting find. He's not in the box, but because Hunchback of Notre Dame was a less popular Disney movie, I ended up buying it because he might be worth something. So they used to sell a lot of animals at the flea market, but Texas has really cracked down on that since, which is good. Those dogs, those poor animals, they die like only a day after you buy them. Not very good to have a animal trafficking ring. You don't want to associate yourself with that. Now, as you can tell, I'm trying to hide my phone and look less conspicuous. I didn't want anybody to think I was a Fed. But considering I look like a 12-year-old, that's not a problem. Now, this is a good find. It's in a box. However, I don't like Justin Bieber, so I didn't really touch it. Lots and lots of toys to look at, but not really what I'm looking for. When I go to the flea market, I usually have stuff in mind that I want to get. I worry about the stuff I have on my list comes before anything else that I may want to sell in the future. So I came here with a budget of $24, so I'm making sure to keep within that budget. And as you can see, someone so graciously passed me out a Spanish version of the Book of John and the Book of Romans in the New Testament. I will not be reading this. Thank you. I love these water phones. I used to take these on trips, but the one I have was in the shape of a PSP. Those were the good old days. Lots of piñatas and Mexican candy. Those are always a blast. Is that the Grinch? Now this is what I'm looking for. You got a bunch of Barbies in boxes, and these could be worth a lot of money. However, I'm really not a Barbie collector, but this is a fine collection, and I think that could be made into a lot of money. Gemstones that are probably not real. Ew. That's nasty. Now, these are also really great pieces. Really great toys, but the thing is they're missing their jackets that they have. They're the racers from Sugar Rush. So for $3, he was charging me $3 for each of them, and I just couldn't pay that amount for them, especially on the budget and considering they didn't have the jackets. So this guy right here had a great lineup. He had a bunch of Pops and a bunch of those Marvel Legend figures. He had a great lineup, not gonna lie, but he was just charging way too much for someone who only has so much in cash. And I think he should look into selling this stuff online personally, because it's just not a lot of people who go to the flea markets have, that much cash. They're looking to get cheap stuff, and that was what I was doing, looking to get cheap stuff. But I mean, this is much cheaper than anyone you can get from retail, so maybe I just should bring more money next time. Now these are quite beautiful. Look at the detail on that. That's really pretty. I wonder where these are from. Yeah, some people have some great antiques. Oh look, there's more. There's a lot more. Look at those. koi fish in them. Look at that. Of course, looking for movies is always something that they have in abundance. Usually I only buy movies at the flea market because I'm looking for one of those Disney movie reward codes. Look, I spotted an item on my list. Did you spot that Nomeo? I was looking for a Nomeo for my Juliet Burger King figure. I usually like to go to the flea market with my grandpa, and I didn't get any footage of him because he just ran away as soon as we got there. He went our separate ways, you know. Once we got there, you know, he didn't want to wait for me. Which I understand. And you got these people who sell just fake electronics. I mean, the cases are always decent. You can always find copyrighted characters, which is nice. Cheap speakers, headphones, what have you. You know, music's always blasting. That's fun. Anime is something you find on occasion, but just bootlegs are abundant. Old Xbox controllers. Ooh, I spotted something out of the corner of my eyes. See, these could be worth something. They're older, but because they're out of box and pretty dirty, I'd rather not touch them. People selling old tools is another sight you'll see pretty often at the flea market. Who would sell their yearbooks? Like, seriously, who would want that? Well, I guess someone who graduated that year and lost theirs might want it, but I don't know. Some people sell some stuff that it's like, really? Who would want to buy this? Ew. A whole spread of legal movies. Fake headphones, always a blast to find. You can buy them for, at the most, maybe 30 sometimes if you're lucky. But they probably break. They break on the next day. So I ended up going back to that man who had all the Pops and the Marvel Legends because he had these great pieces, these great Tim Burton pieces. And they were like 50 bucks online, but I just couldn't bring myself to buy them because he was charging 12 bucks for each of them. And I had already spent, I think, like 15 bucks out of the $25 I had. So I couldn't, and I felt so bad because they were selling for like 60, 70 bucks online. But that's life, I guess. That's part of the flea marketed economy, so always come with cash. And not too much cash, though, because you might get jumped, and that's not fun. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys liked this little walkthrough of a flea market. Hope you guys learned some tips, what to watch out for. This is just something new, something I don't know if I want to continue it, per se. Like, I don't want to do this for every flea market I go to, because a lot of times it's going to be a lot of the same stuff. Just tables of toys and people selling tools and just a lot of crap. But I will hopefully try to do this more, try to do these vlogs when I'm in California, because I'll be with my family and we'll be spending Christmas together. It'll be fun to have you guys be in there and give you some insight as to what goes on around Christmas time. So I hope you guys had fun. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, DLive, all that good stuff. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.